Good morning, Collective and Soul Tribe. Happy Wednesday. Okay, today is Wednesday, March the 4th. All right, we are in the 4th day of March. All right, guys. So we made it midweek. All right, today is technically hump day, or for some of you guys may call it like, the midweek, but usually people call it hump day. I like to call it Wicked Wednesday. Okay, spice it up a little bit. But, yeah, let's jump into it. This is a tarot reading that I'm going to be doing. So let's see what you guys might need to know when it comes to, the energy at this time for today. All right, guys, the time right now is 9:07 a.m. The sun is shining. Okay, it is still cold outside, but it's still a nice day, nonetheless. So, I'm grateful for that the sun is shining. It does make a difference when you see the sun is out compared to like yesterday. Yesterday was kind of gloomy where I was, like where I live. So it was kind of gloomy, and I don't know if anyone else felt the same energy too, especially with the full moon yesterday. Like I felt more like, oh, let me take a nap. I'll take a nap this time. I was napping quite often, and I'm not really somebody who takes a lot of naps. So I thought that was really interesting how I was taking a lot of naps, but it wasn't like a full like sleep. Like when you have a deep sleep, it's like I'll take a little nap, like a cat nap, and I'll wake up and then I'll do something and then I'll take another nap and then the other days it's like I'm perfectly fine. So yeah, it's very interesting how the full moon, takes a lot of your energy without you realizing. So that could be some of you guys could have felt that. And then, yeah, today is a nice day, okay, with the sun shining. So let's see what you guys might need to know. Let's dive right into it. All right, guys. So, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time for March 4th? What do they need to know for March 4th, please, and thank you? What clarity can you give them at this time? I think I just saw the Four of Wands, but let's see. Spirit, what messages do you have for March 4th? What does the collective need to know at this time, please, and thank you? And it's funny too, because yesterday my electricity went off yesterday, and I'm like, well, the show must go on, and I still did my reading, but then eventually I had to pause it too, because then, the light came back on. So yeah, there's something about an energy of like, it is what it is. Maybe some of you guys, say that, or you have like that motto, but that could be very significant. But let's see here. So 3 cards here. We have Six of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and Queen of Cups, okay? So for some of you guys, when it comes to the Six of Cups energy, whether you have, your sun in Scorpio or not, there's something about you being able to feel very familiar. Some of you guys have like a very familiar energy about you, for example, when you meet people, or say you're working and someone meets you for the first time, there's something about your energy that, could resonate, like people can feel, at home when it comes to your energy, right? So yeah, there's something about either healing, comfort, pleasure, okay, with the Six of Cups. Maybe some of you guys, when it comes to like nostalgia, maybe you guys have a lot of nostalgia at this time, but instead of this being sad nostalgia, it's more of, happy memories, right? Thinking about your childhood. So another good example is like, for example, say you're on social media and you're just scrolling, doom scrolling. A lot of us do this, right? So no judgment. But say you're just doom scrolling and, you see something from the past, right? Like say you see something from like, the Family Channel. For those of you who are like millennials or grew up on that channel, or have an idea about it, or even if you're a little bit older and say you have kids, or you are somebody who still watches it till this day, that's significant. There's something about watching old TV shows, or, seeing old photos, or seeing certain things that bring up certain memories that are triggering right now. But instead of bringing sadness, it's bringing in happiness for some of you. So yeah, this could be about, family, okay, happy memories of the past, maybe like, relatives, thinking about maybe when you were younger, and also an energy too of, I always say this in my video, but there's also this energy of, your older self, helping your inner child, or your inner child looking up to your older self no matter what age you are, right? It just depends on everybody's situation. It's all different. But the energy is feeling like somebody's energy where, your inner child, your younger inner self is looking at your older self in awe, like in very much in satisfaction, because it's like, that part of you maybe wish you had you when you were growing up, like as an adult, like as a kid seeing adults. Maybe you wish you had somebody who was like you, who was magical or unique or different, or into astrology or certain things like that, right? So yeah, nostalgia could be very significant. We have King of Pentacles. This is about stability. Okay, some of you guys could be stepping into leadership, whether this is in your own life, a job, or just, moving forward when it comes to building long-term investments. This is about abundance, right? Number 14 could be very significant. For some of you guys, there's this energy of feeling financially secure, okay, no matter what. And also having this energy of, having success flow to you, okay, easily, like you manifesting. So there is something about abundance that's very significant with the number 14. Now, 6 days could be very significant when it comes to, something showing up in your energy. This could be like a financial gift, or there could be something about giving. Okay, when we talk about cups, cups talks about days, right? When we talk about pentacles, pentacles talks about weeks to months, right? So this could be either 14 weeks or 14 months, okay? Or this could be 5 weeks, because 1 + 4 = 5, and this is change and freedom, okay? Some of you may have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements, but there is something about within the next few weeks that could be very significant depending on what it is that you're doing right now. This could be planting seeds right now or in the past. And, in the next few weeks, something about those, seeds or plants growing, right? There's something about seeing that plant peeking out from the ground. That's what you guys are doing right now. It's like either your energy's changing, or you guys are manifesting something, or, projects that you guys are working towards or working on are very significant. So yeah, we have Queen of Cups energy when it comes to like your compassion. Now, some of you guys could be thinking about doing counseling, okay, or healing work, anything to do with like healing professions. This is about supporting people healing. This could be about your intuition. But for some of you, you may have Queen of Cups energy. Some of you may have Cancer placements, or you are a Cancer, okay? And this is something that, if you guys were building something, there's something about you embracing your emotional intelligence and compassion when it comes to your energy. So there's something about you having that feeling of wanting to do something new, right? And if this is about, healing professions, then yeah, you definitely can do something holistic, right? Not everybody wants to work, in a hospital. Not everybody wants to work in a, emergency room, in a sense, right? Like as a doctor or whatever the case may be, or a physician. Like not everybody wants to do that. Not everybody wants to be a pediatrician, right? But some of you guys may be into sound healing or sound work or sound therapy or art therapy or music therapy, okay? You guys could be into things like that. Psychology, philosophy, whatever it is that you guys are into. This could be arts, okay? The arts, liberals and things like that. Liberal arts is very significant as well, right? So there's something about you wanting to step into that type of energy. And this is why I always say to you guys to look at your birth chart, because your birth chart gives you a blueprint of basically a map of who you are. So even if you have an idea of who you are and you're like curious to know, like, I want to know more, that helps you go within. This is why I think that on my website too, I gave links, for you guys to be able to see what your angel numbers are, or your life path, or, your Celtic tree, or whatever the case may be, right? Because the more that you get to know your inner self, the more that you get to understand why you are the way you are, why you don't like certain things or what you do like, and why you're interested very heavily in certain conversations that not everybody may understand or may not, want to talk about, because again, not everybody is on the same path, right? So take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation when it comes to like liberal arts or being in the arts or doing something that's, artistic or whatever the case may be. That could be confirmation. But whoever this resonates with, you guys are definitely embracing your emotional intelligence, right? You guys are showing up as somebody who does healing work or could be a counselor because you guys have like a lot of warmth and compassion, right, about you. So Seven of Swords energy, this is about maybe there's something about truth being revealed, because again, this is about, you know, resourcefulness, right? So it may look like this is like a sneaky energy, but there is something about strategy and being resourceful at this time when it comes to, you know, what it is that you guys are building. Now, some people, okay, when it comes to, you know, you considering the consequences of your choices, some people could be feeling like, you know, with the moon in Aquarius, when it comes to the number 7, there's something about spirituality, right? Like some people may feel like you might be deceptive, okay? Even though you're not, right? Like say you're showing up as this Queen of Cups energy and you're showing up as compassionate, warm, okay, supportive. Even if someone else in your energy could say that you're deceptive, you're still being authentic to you. So there's something about also triggering other people, and you know, the way you mirror other people could be very significant, okay? And there's also something about, you know, resourcefulness when it comes to deception, right? So there could be someone in your energy, whether this is you or someone else, but someone could be very deceptive, or, you know, they could have been hiding, you know, behind whatever intentions. And there's something about a truth being revealed. Okay. There's something about, you know, a confession when it comes to either regret or something being shown. Okay. When it comes to an energy. So, again, when it comes to this, there's something about deception. Either you figured something out, or there's something that showed up in your energy that you're like, yeah, no, I'm not doing with this, right? Like, I'm not dealing with this. I have other things to worry about when it comes to what I'm building at this time, okay? So again, if you were thinking about memories of the past and you're moving in this energy of leadership and compassion with wealth, there's something about someone's energy who could have been, you know, in the past, maybe they could have been either indecisive, or there's something about being sneaky, or their schemes, something to do with like confusion when it comes to like Pisces energy. So things that you cannot see. So there's something about, you know, when you are in someone's face, you're talking to them, they're laughing, they're smiling, but you get this weird energy like something is off. And I feel like this is not a genuine conversation. That's the feeling that you guys are in, okay, when it comes to you guys either finding out truth or truth being revealed, right? So for some of you guys, this could be anything. This could be a job, this could be a home situation, friendships, you know, whatever it is, relationships. But there is something about you considering the consequences of your actions when it comes to either protecting yourself also, because again, even though this is Seven of Swords and it may look like someone is hiding or scheming, this could be also you protecting your energy, collecting all of your things and protecting your energy and moving away logically instead of emotionally. So even if you are the Queen of Cups and you are somebody who can see other people's emotions, or you are emotional, there's something about this energy as well, especially with the King of Swords. So yeah, this is about morality. This is about high standards. You may have very high standards, and also because of this, you guys could be receiving justice because of this. So like I said, there's something about you seeing something for what it is, but then you are making decisions with logic and reason, okay? Then we also have this card here, which is the Two of Wands. So this is about planning, okay? I'm going to see if I can get a couple more cards before I end this video, because I want to make another video after this using the same deck. But again, you guys are moving ahead. Like, you guys are moving forward when it comes to the decisions that you guys are making. And some of you guys are going to be taking a risk maybe and leaving your comfort zone. So this could be about leaving your comfort zone when it comes to partnerships. This could be about making a decision when it comes to your career, and also financially planning. So some of you may have your Mars in Aries. Now this could be your Mars in Aries in your Vedic, and maybe also in your Western. Okay, so there's something about having duality when it comes to the energy of being able to bounce back and forth between both of your placements in both of your zodiac signs if they are different. If they are the same, then it's almost like you're just already moving in this, you know, two of fire energy, Mars Aries energy. Okay, so this is about partnership. Okay, so Yeah, there's something about partnerships. There's something about you either making a decision when it comes to balance, right? Like this is about you trying to find balance within yourself or someone else as well. But there is something about, you know, if this was past energy, feeling like you guys were stuck in the past when it comes to, you know, hidden information. So this is why you guys could have been weighing out your options and making a decision. There's something about you weighing out options as well when it comes to someone else's energy, when it comes to them being indecisive. Because again, the moon talks about hidden information, right? So when it comes to hidden information and making difficult choices, you know, some of you guys could have felt stuck in the middle when it comes to past energy. And this past energy literally could be about family with this, you know, Six of Cups. Okay, so this card here is the Star. Okay, this is about hope, faith, and renewal when it comes to healing. You are in this energy when it comes to, you know, investment, creativity, and growth. Okay, you are stepping away from this energy. Yeah, the Tower. There's something about change, okay? So when it comes to embracing change, even if it's like upheavals, you would rather trigger a change in the energy than to be in a stagnant energy that doesn't want to change. So this could be you changing environments. Like I said, this could be a job, a home, or, you know, leaving situations behind, like I said, that no longer serve you. Because again, we are in the astrological year end in Pisces, right? So take what resonates with that. Yeah, temperance, balance, peace. So whatever was hidden that you couldn't see, you're moving away from that. There's something about change, embracing change. And because you guys are embracing change, there's something about peace. Okay, there's something about tranquility. Some of you guys could be, you know, in this tranquil type of energy. Yeah, King of Wands. Okay, even when it comes to leadership. So taking action when it comes to, you know, yeah, taking action when it comes to like seeing through the illusions. Okay, using your intuition is very significant, and trusting your intuition when it comes to like the inner guidance that you guys are getting. And then Six of Wands at the bottom when it comes to success, and the Hierophant, right? So again, take what resonates with that. This is definitely good energy when it comes to like growth, right? Learning from your past, learning to rewire yourself from, you know, childhood, you know, situations and not get stuck in that. All right, guys, so I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you guys. Thank you again for the love and the support that you guys have been showing and giving to me. I appreciate that. Follow me on TikTok and YouTube, and my website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can check out my blog or book a reading there. All right, guys, I love you guys so much, and happy Wednesday. All right, I'm going to probably do another video for this. Maybe not right away, but I'll definitely do another video of tarot messages again. But yeah, love you guys. Bye.